Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Last episode, we did Hampton's Air Force or Hampton's Road. Sorry, I read Air Force Base. Hampton Roads. Sadly, could not do all the side missions for that one. Little side objectives because apparently our saboteur just got killed and I didn't even notice him die, so that sucks. But we're on to I think the last mission of this area of the Eastern Seaboard. Let's see, little.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's on top.
And now on to the main course, the big show. GDI's armies are holed up just outside of DC, waiting for reinforcements that aren't coming. Those dumb bastards are sitting ducks. Wipe out all those fascist goons and we'll claim our first blue zone. Do it for Kane, Commander.
Do it for Kane. Kane, do it. I think I remember this mission, so let's read it out. Washington, D.C. GDI forces on the ropes, and with a flood of reinforcements pouring into our new base in Hampton Roads, the Brotherhood is now poised to take Washington, D.C. You've been given the honor of striking this blow. We set up a base on the outskirts of the city, and now bringing in supplies. You need to build an army, take out the GDI defenders, and claim this city for Nod. Neat. I think I remember this one. Do I? Yes, I do. So now, base-wise, I need this bad boy. So, I believe it was, if I remember for this mission specifically, this is like your first test of like building your own base and doing things specifically. So we get to see some new units, surprisingly. In the first mission for GDI, you see that they get their refinery in the first one, but you don't get to build it. So now we get to build this bad boy. And for the sake of this, I'm gonna bring these boys over here because these are the Black Hand, or like a flamethrower squad. They're fantastic at taking out the flame boys. We can take them out. I believe we have to see. The thing is, to do that secondary thing, I do have to build this bad boy, our MCV. This is our first, like, do you build base kind of a thing, and build a force with base. So come here, big boy. He's too big to fit out of there. So we're gonna build you right here, so that we can. What is he? Chasing those militants around? What's going on here, big boy? I'm just gonna walk through this sign. I'm one of those people who definitely like symmetry, but I know it's not always possible to do that. So Black Hand is like unreasonably, strangely powerful. They have like some weird toughness to them that I haven't seen in other units. So this is gonna be my first show of straight up my turtleism. What are you guys exactly? Ah, these boys. That's who I thought they were. So these guys are really cool. They're really buff. A neat little feature about them, which made sense, is they straight up can kill their own teammates because of they're just giant fuel tanks pretty much on them. Aha, so we're gonna take out these bad boys. So we're gonna continuously build up this force. Get this bad boy out here. Sorry, that's not symmetrical. I should have taken a little bit more time to do it. So now I need an operation center, so let's build that up real quick. I don't remember what the other side missions are for this. I believe one's taking that. I do need to build. That's probably telling me that there's like a probably telling me that there's like a thing to look out for over there. Just barely not. I do think I remember there being units that come this way too, so I gotta build at least something over this way to take them out. So let's start up building a force now. There's a few times where infantry are typically better, but I haven't encountered too many of them. Typically, also I'd like to build another one of these so that my production is much higher. These guys are, well, 1200. That's actually kind of cheap. I thought they were way more expensive. Sadly, the operation centers in this version of Tiberium Wars is like just kind of like the next tier up. It allows you to build certain units more, and I don't feel like that was a good use for it. That's why in Kane's Wrath, I believe they added operation centers that have their own little upgrades, which is really cool. Ooh, about to run me out of money. So I have to, let's see here. I should send some boys out really quick. Aha, you guys are coming in right now. I need you guys to come here and start burning them. As I said, this is like one of those moments where it would not do so well. Ah, darn. So I'm going to take out all these guys so that they don't have to worry about them anymore. What's nice is if you do take out something via that kind of garrison, it eradicates them really well. Yeah, so I knew I was going to lose that force fairly well. So I can also build us a few Black Hand. And I learned from watching a few people play this type of game and everything that you don't really have to worry about, you know, your force, like the money and everything. Of course you want to keep up with it, but for the most part you don't have to worry about the upkeep is bad, because they're all going to get built at some point. You're going to get income no matter what at like a certain rate. I think I will pause these guys first, let this guy build out so that he gets out here faster. We're going to quickly use these boys to, I think, take out that last bit of base over here. Because they're tougher, they're definitely tougher. So we're going to come over here. Take that out. Then take that. Oh, just barely. I'm going to quickly use these guys directly, boys. I think there's a way of doing attack moves and stuff like that. Oh, I think I'm about to lose these guys. Yep. I'm gonna quickly get rid of these boys. Oh, don't get rid of him. He's the one that hurts you the most. Quickly get you. sheer number of you is the problem right now. Come on. I didn't realize I could just like walk through and die. Get rid of him real quick, because then I can get rid of a bunch of them at once. And then maybe I can actually have this boy live if he can kill this guy fast enough. I don't think he will. Will he? Come on. Come on. Oh my god, they barely took each other out. Almost. I'm going to bring him down this way, and hopefully he doesn't run into any adversary. He's like pixel health, like no health at all almost. Ah, they hurt, don't they? Cool thing about GDI, or not GDI, Nod's turret systems is that they if these break, they don't go away. Well, they go away, but then they come back again, pretty much. So it makes them very useful to build. They do get better, of course, defenses at one point, but not so much later in the game. So, taking out this base, soon enough I will have a formidable force once more to go and take out more of them. I'm impressed that I even got out over there with those troops as they did. Oh, don't attack my boy. I gotta go get him healed. So, to fill some time, because this is like a longer mission, I will talk about some things. I will try to make them as congruent as possible. Darn, almost got them in there. So, I talked about it a couple times in a row about video game ideas, specifically the RTS ones. And I kind of want to continue those, and I keep getting sidetracked, or I keep trying to start talking about it like the end of a level, so I'm going to start talking about it now since I'm like nowhere near the end of this level quite yet. The RTS idea I have is taking an idea like the kind of RTS this is, and taking that idea and using it in like a setting that isn't typically used for RTSs. So I always thought to myself that most people don't consider certain types of games to be certain other types. So, say like you never imagined like Call of Duty to be a like map-based strategy game, like Risk or something. Like people don't tend to think that way. People don't tend to connect the two and never think to put them in. But I've seen so many games that are like one version of a game or another. So like the recent one, a recent good example is the new remake of Resident Evil 2 or 3. It came out with Resident Evil Resistance, which, sad to say, I haven't gotten much time to play. I do have both games and everything like that, but I haven't gotten time to play them. At least not Resident Evil Resistance. I really was when I got the full idea of what it was, I got really excited. And then, apparently, as far as I know with that game, everyone wants to be the bad guy, like the mastermind in that situation. Which means if you want to be the mastermind in that situation, it's unlikely. As almost everyone else is like trying to be... everyone else is trying to be like, you know, the mastermind, so I can't even get like into there. Destroy the Tiberium silos. Cool, I'll do that. This is just me going into like me playing Mastermind. But so Mastermind is a bad guy, and his way of gameplay is much more different. Pretty much, you guys not attacking for? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. So the Mastermind is like almost strategy based more than inherent like the way Resident Evil normally plays. Resident Evil normally plays either like third person, first person recently, or like fixed camera. So, but they've recently made it out to be like they're much more like strategy based for the Mastermind, and I think that's really cool. Even what's it called? It was like a Call of Duty. I can't remember which one it was. Black Ops. No, it wasn't Black Ops 4. I don't remember it being Black Ops 4. It might have been one of the Infinity Wars or Infinite Warfare or something like that. It had a mode in it as well that was like almost RTS based. It was like a defense strategy kind of game. And so I remember thinking that was so interesting and thinking that like I deeply enjoyed the concept of playing this game that typically was always like a shooter and it becoming a like RTS game, because that sounded like, because like I said, why are you doing this to me? You know you can't fight those guys. They can attack it all I like. I'll send a few of you boys over here to murder my boys. Now go back and save your boys. You guys can run others over though, Predator Tank. Sorry about that. Like I said, I got sidetracked again. I gotta work on that all the time. So, yeah, I don't care if they attack these. I just wanted the completion done. So, I thought of an RTS game that combined quite a few. Did I leave anyone behind? No. Okay, good. That combined a few aspects of different culture that I tend to like, and put them all together, and it culminated into it being an RTS game set in a like zombie universe. I thought like a zombie RTS I haven't seen done. I'm sure it's been done, to be honest. I feel like it's hard to believe that hasn't been done. Just throwing units away, my bud. I haven't seen that done before. I'm sure it has, because it's hard to like even imagine coming up with something that's generally not done yet. But I haven't seen like a really bigger version done. Darn, you took out the one good one. So I thought of an RTS. I really wanted to get it done. I have no idea how things work though, like via like 3D modeling. I don't know how that works. I don't know how like coding works, or like anything like that. I don't know any of this kind of stuff. I'm sad to say that I don't. I wish I did. I know I've heard a lot of people say that like I've heard a lot of people say that I can at least take down this tower. I can maybe take out this commando. I couldn't even do it. Okay. I got a lot of money now though, so I'll do 6 of each this time. Haha. It's up to you. You do 4. You're pretty beefy as is. 5 of you. I hear a cat behind me. Sorry. You doing behind me? Hi. You're gonna interrupt me recording. That's fine. People love cats anyway, so that's fine. So I maybe will learn how to code and program, and don't you go near my cord, asshole. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you that. But once I learn, I think that game idea is like on the top of my list for what I want to make, because just that concept in general, it sounds so fun. So think of like this. So think of like troops of like survivors introduced into it. Also like hordes of different types of zombies into it. And then like this whole layer of like a campaign potentially that's set around survivors trying to take out like zombie things. And if I can do that, then I'm going to actually send all these guys specifically over to this bad boy. So that concept just always made me think that sounds so fun. Plus, not to mention, I think in my brain, just turning anything into an RTS sounds entertaining. Would you calm down? He's whapping his tail around. He's not even mad. There's like 3 rocket squads I just forgot over here. Oh my god. You guys have a max of 3 spaces? What the hell does that mean? I don't think. Let me see. Oh my god, they died so fast. That's almost not worth it to do. Okay, no, I'm not even gonna do it. Not if I can only send 3 of you at a time. The concept though of that is super cool. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself. I get so distracted easily. But I have a bunch of other ideas, and not to mention just the concepts of taking current IPs and then trying to think of what to do with them that's different, so that can I move? Oh no, I got my units in there. I was like, why can't I? Who is around here? Taking current IPs and then seeing if you can feasibly throw them into like a different setting entirely. So say taking like say World of Warcraft and seeing what you do if you put it into like a first person game or something like that, or taking... I didn't want to throw you guys that far into this, but I guess I'll have to. Now I'm going to take you boys out, because I can't risk a star unit being around. I actually think I'm talking about Resident Evil again. So... Ah, really? I forgot you guys came around here. I feel like I'm forgetting some of you. I guess I'm not. This one's just going to continuously die, apparently. This is another reason why the infantry units tend to not be the best. Because they can't move through Tiberium like the others can. Unfortunately. Yep, they're just dying constantly over there. There we go. About to finish this one off too. So, I'll slowly but surely start talking about all these ideas I have. This zombie one's a big one for me. I'm probably going to talk about it a lot more. And because I kind of just want to get my thoughts out about what I want from it, Like the whole survivors being like really personalized instead of just being like generic looking. Like, I understand the concept, yeah, and they couldn't have made, like, say these guys, these little militant guys, they couldn't make them all different, like, looking, or anything like that. But, that's what I kind of wanted for, like, this zombie game, because I wanted, like, survivors to all be different. I wanted, zombies to look kind of different, because different people and stuff like that, so I'll get into that more later and more in depth later. So, yes, I actually did all the side stuff for that one. Good stuff. I finally think there's a cutscene after this one. Haha, I was right. Okay.
I was saying how pleased I am with your progress. General Qatar tells me you two have never met. But I'm sure you've heard of her deeds.
I was like spoken to her though.
Besides yourself, she is the greatest military asset we have. The Philadelphia strike was her
so
idea.
Salty.
My idea, yes. But it was your vision that made it possible.
And our commander who made it happen. Now, my son, you must help me unveil
So
phase 2 of this campaign. I'm going abroad now to make final preparations, but General Qatar will personally oversee your upcoming missions. Afford her the same reverence you offer me.
Hello. You salty?
Kane is correct. We've made good progress. Better than I thought possible at this stage. But we have awoken a sleeping giant. GDI will retaliate with a force that will test our resolve.
Probably.
It's up to you, Commander, to show the world that Nod will not back down.
We've done it a few times, I believe, if I remember correctly. Haha, 23 minutes. That's actually pretty good for that mission. I'm terrible at trying to turtle and then not even doing the right things like I should have been doing, so you are sliding, my boy. There you go. We got a better stabilization for you. Yes, flame burst. Maybe I'll do like an episode of me just like reading all the database stuff. 5 weeks later. That's almost 2 months.
Commander, it's as I feared. GDI has retaliated with their usual shock and awe.
No,
Seems a single GDI commander from the northeastern zone has rallied their forces much sooner than expected.
On the ground, I mean.
Not only have they driven us from these blue zones, they are decimating our yellow zone strongholds all over the map. We should never have been so aggressive. But who dares tell Kane he's overreaching without fear of punishment?
You, apparently.
Please. Forgive my insolence, Commander. You must understand, I only want what is best for the Brotherhood. The thought of losing this war.
I can't.
No. We will not lose.
Is it comfortable
If Kane
wearing,
wants aggression,
like a whole leather outfit?
we will obey. This worked in the Second Tiberium War. It should work here. You must channel the enemy forces like water in this region. Dam the attacking flow around their targets in Brazil. This yellow zone is our most pressing concern. We have a lab here drawing heavy GDI fire. Kane insists we hold this facility at any cost.
Cool.
I wish I could tell you more, Commander. But even I do not know what is going on inside of there.
I don't really need more. She's salty. It's you again. My man who looks Australian.
Word of warning, brother. Watch your backside. Gillian didn't get to be number 2 by looking out for others. She's got her own agenda. Why do you think Kane didn't tell her about what's going on down in Brazil? I can trust you, right?
No.
So what I hear is Kane's building some sort of Tiberium weapon down there. That's why all the hush-hush. We're gonna wipe out GDI in one big bang.
Big Bang
Man,
Theory.
is Kane brilliant or what?
It's good.
First things first, GDI's throwing the old monkey wrench. They got troops closing in on the lab as we speak. You gotta hold the line, then clear out any forces they have left in the area so we can transport the stuff. As you can see,
I can't trust these
I'm on my
lackeys.
way to Sao Paulo now, Commander. Front row tickets to the fireworks.
He's such an odd, like, side character. I can't lie that GDI's got a little bit better ones. And something I think I was going to talk about before is that there's multiple different series of Command and Conquer. The other series is called Red Alert. It's set more in a realistic setting of like America, like the different countries having like armies that you control instead of like this militant faction, and then the like global like almost military of the world kind of thing. But their women, any of their female characters that are in like the story stuff, are all way too sexualized and stuff like that. While these ones actually, like the women in this one, like her, Killian, and then two of the GDI kind of informants, are all like, they don't feel sexualized or anything like that. They just feel like they're supposed to, like just military, like employees or personnel, pretty much. So, thank you so much for watching. You're a wonderful person if you have. I think so, at least. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.